Welcome guys, thank you for joining and looking at this video. Today we're going to be going over LITECOIN and why we decided to take buys. So first off, if we're on the weekly chart, we can see that price is starting to make an uptrend and we're trending up. How I know this is we are breaking highs and creating new highs. So here we have a low. After this low is created, we then create a high and then create a low, then we push up and go ahead and break this. We're starting to trend upwards. So after we broke this structure point here, we are trending upwards, and this is our range from this low to this high. So this is the range that the market's currently trading in. If I'm looking to take a trade, I want it to be below 50% of this range or half of this range, because this is a discount area. For this one, if you use Fibonacci, I recommend you use it for a confluence, not a reason to enter a trade, but a confluence to add confidence and just more confirmation to your trade. Okay, so you can use the 70.50% level and the 79. You can see how prices came back and respected this area multiple times. And this last time, if you look, when it came down, we never broke below this low, but it did come and sweep this internal low. This isn't an internal low because it's in between this range. External low would be like this one right here. That is the range. Here's an external high up here. So we come and sweep an internal low. And normally this is where buyers have their stop loss. So we go ahead and sweep out the buyers, because you can think most buyers probably have their stop losses below this low. The banks want to take out this money. They created these lows on purpose. So they create these lows, then the market manipulates down to take them out without breaking the range here. And so now it's done this, and you can see here on the weekly, we have got this massive bullish move up. Sellers tried to push price all the way down to this area right here, and buyers came in and pushed them all the way back up, closing this candle for the weekly bullish. And what's significant about that as well is that price also broke this fair value gap. This is a weekly fair value gap here. You can see how weekly price rejected it once, and the second week broke through this. Now it looks like price is retesting this. And then if we go down here on the daily, look at this beautiful formation we get here. So we have this internal range liquidity that got swept. Let me mark this up for us. Internal range liquidity. And that went ahead and got swept. On this time frame, you also have this sweep here that occurred, where you have price ranging, and you have this low here. And you can see after price takes out this low, how I know this low is significant is that after price sweeps below this low, it goes ahead and breaks structure here. So now I know that this low is significant because this was a manipulation here. And you can see how much momentum came in the market because of this fair value gap that we have here for these sellers. You can see they really came in the market and manipulated and pushed this down to break, or not even to break this low, just to sweep below it, take orders, and then momentum came in, and you can clearly see the shift. This is where the banks are entering the market when you have momentum like this. Okay, and so right now we came in and retested this area here. There's a fair value gap for buyers here, and then that manipulation fair value gap over here. And that creates a BPR, a balanced price range, when you have these two fair value gaps overlapping like that. So this is a key area of interest along with all of our confirmations. So we have our daily BPR here. Structure. If we identify structure, you have this low here, high. We have now put in the low, and the low was price coming back down to retest this BPR here. And then now we will go ahead and create another high here. So I think overall we're gonna go ahead and break this high right here. That's an easy target for us. Oh, I'm sorry. That high is our first target, and then our second target is at least this high. This is long-term holds. I'm overall bullish. Price on this has in the past hit over $400. So these levels are easy long-term holds and easy money. So this is why I'm looking for buys here, and you can see that price is starting to take off. You do have the key level here as well, the 100 price level. This is a significant level that the banks like to trade at. So you have this 100 level here. You can see once we either break or retest this area, price moves away from it quickly. Here you have it move away quickly, here quickly, here. I mean, you can see how much buying we have out of this area. And then once it comes back to this area and rejects it, this is a place where buyers and sellers have lots of activity. You know, they're in the market, they are here. So that's how you're able to identify it. You can see that we have now broke above this area, and I think we can respect this and continue up. I would much rather see price, and I'm much rather expecting price to reach 150 this high before it ever comes back down and reaches like this price level here, this low. That's like a protected low here at $80. So if I'm looking at a position here, you know, I buy, let's say you invest and you buy 10 shares, all right? Or let's say you buy 100 shares, okay? Each share right now is $100. So you're paying 10 grand, right? So you pay 10 grand and you're risking, you know, to $80. So, I mean, your risk here is $2,000, okay? Because, you know, if it goes to $80 a share, then your 100 shares would be worth 8 grand, okay? So you're risking like 2 grand. And let's say you're going up here to 150 at least. Okay, now you have 100 shares, right? And it's going to 150 a share. Your profit is going to be 15, or your profit would be 5 grand profit. So you can make 5 grand risking about 2,000. You know, so this is your risk is 2 grand. and this is your initial investment. And then this is your potential profit here. So, and then if you're using, I mean, let's say you buy like 10 shares, you can just subtract this. You'd be initial investment is 1,000. You're risking 800 to make 1,500. Same for 100. If you did $100, you'd be risking 20 to gain 150. So that's kind of like what we're looking at here. That's a breakdown. Thanks for joining, guys. We will be back soon once we break out.